All right. These are all right moves. We're not gonna touch too much on it, but basically there was a few things. Ramon Laureano to the San Diego Padres. It was a good pickup.
Mhm.
My own opinion.
I like him. I think he's an underrated player. Like
Yes.
he's like the Dominican version of I want to who was it? Kevin Pillar or
Kiermaier.
Kiermaier. He's like that kind of guy, where
Hmm.
he's the Dominican guy that you put him on a winning team
Hmm.
and he just fits.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
fits. And boy, and he can pick it out there. Oh,
Yeah.
he can pick it. He's sneaky good out there. He can pick it out there.
I agree. It's funny. He's one of the most underrated players, but he almost fell out of the league. Honestly, he almost fell out of the
I
league
remember. I remember.
last year, even 2023. I thought that Ramon
Yeah.
Laureano was not going to make it to
Me
2025.
too. Me too.
And right now, he's doing a good job, actually. Anyways, Tyler Rogers, do you like him better than Buto?
He can't be worse. But no, no, no. I like, you know what I like about him? I do like him. I like his delivery. I think he's a very different kind of pitcher. I believe in, which is why I never thought that the Mets were gonna try to get like Joan Duran, because it's too similar to Edwin, to what
Mhm.
he does.
Yeah.
Whereas, Rogers is different. Um,
I get them
Rogers has
confused. Is
that.
he the submarine?
Right, right.
Okay, okay.
So it gives. I believe that what Stearns was thinking was that he wanted guys who gave you different looks. I believe that's what you need in a bullpen: different guys, different looks, different types of repertoire, arm angles, and I think he does that.
I think you guys gave up a really good prospect for Taylor Rogers.
Yeah,
In my opinion,
yeah. I
Drew
knew you were
Gilbert
gonna say
was
that. Yeah,
not a he wasn't a can't miss type of guy, but I don't think he was the guy to give up for Taylor Rogers.
I agree with you. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that, and again, I don't believe in hugging prospects, but you gotta. Drew Gilbert was a guy who we heard about. The Mets were high on him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
Very high.
at one point he was like in the top three until some of the other guys bumped him. He
Mhm.
got bumped by some of the younger guys, but
Yeah.
he was up there, and his name, his name rang bells for a while. But maybe there's something in him that they don't like. I think he's how old now? He's not old, but he's kind of been
Yeah, he's one of
floating
those
around. So,
American guys that are up there in age. They didn't sign at
mhm.
16, so I get it.
Right, right,
Eh,
yeah.
all right, Jesus Sanchez from the Marlins to the Astros. Small move. I like it.
I
It's
like it. I
right for
like
them.
it. I This was another move that they made that I thought this was a very underrated move because
Mhm.
Jesus Sanchez, and you watch the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez has been very productive this year. He's still relatively young, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
He helps you. They needed another left-handed bat,
hmm
and
yeah.
there were two right-handed. So now obviously Correa's right-handed. They brought him in, but then you get more balance. You add Sanchez in there. Then when Jordan comes back, like you're looking at a very formidable lineup, man.
I gotta
That
be
lineup
honest.
is gonna turn on its head.
I agree. And now with Hunter Brown and you have Frambil, it's a really good team.
Yeah,
And they have a
yeah,
closer. I
yeah,
think the
yeah.
Astros, we're not giving them enough credit. They can go out there and actually. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the World Series, but
They
they
can
can.
though. They can.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can. I know
You know
you
what?
don't want to
Yeah,
say the
the more,
words because
yeah,
you hate.
I hate them.
If I have a confession for you. If I
Go
had an
for it.
American League team, it would be them.
The
That would
Astros.
be my American League team. Yeah, like if I rooted for an American League team, it would be the Astros. That would be
Anyway
my
and
team.
anyhow, you know what's funny though? I don't talk about this very often, but the Astros to me came in a
Because
weird
I
time.
hate the Dodgers and I hate the Yankees, so it just makes sense that I
It
would like
just
the
makes sense.
Astros.
No, but honestly, right? The Astros came at a time, they became good at a time where I wasn't watching a lot of baseball at that time. And it's funny because when I saw them again and they were like out there in 2017 and all this stuff, and I was like, damn, I remember when the Astros were really bad, really
Oh,
bad. In my
terrible!
eyes, the Astros were still in the Central National Division League and they were bad as hell.
Yeah,
Like in
they were
my
the sixth. They
eyes,
were the sixth team. The sixth
the sixth
team.
team
Yeah.
on the Central in the National Central
Right,
League.
right, right, right. Remember when it was like all out of whack? Yeah.
Not, like to me, the Astros, it took me a while. It took me like into like 2020 to like look at the Astros and say, okay, they're not bad. They're actually a good team. And I don't know how to explain. It's like
The
the Pirates
perception,
will
the
always be
perception.
bad for me. The perception of them was always that the Astros are bad until now.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, come on. I mean, I guess welcome to the party. I mean, they've only dominated for like the last, in parts
Eight
of 10
years.
years, right?
Yeah.
8 years or so. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm the wrong person to talk about with the scandal and stuff. I'm sorry. Like, wait.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I'm biased with Beltran and Cora. I just am. I'm sorry. I
All
can't
right.
be. They. It's not steroids. I look at steroids different than like the scandal. I'm sorry. Like, you can't tell me that a little guy like that big is just good. In Altuve is just good
Mhm.
because they're giving him the pitches. Like, I'm
No.
sorry. He's been doing it for too long to just be. Like
Mhm.
you're gonna tell me. And Beltran was already washed up at that time. Like, that didn't help him. He
Yeah,
was
I
he was
agree.
practically a coach. Like, he's sitting there on the bench. He's there. Like, And I always said with the Astros, not to get too deep on that, but
Mhm.
Jim Crane, why did he not get it blamed? Like, you gonna tell me Jim Crane didn't know? Like, come on, Jim Crane
He
knew.
didn't know. He didn't know. It,
He
a
knew.
lot of people
You
knew
owned
and
it.
they
Yeah.
didn't get in trouble. Only,
Right.
you know, I don't want to say
That's
only the
my
Latinos got in trouble, but
but
they had
mostly
to
the Latinos got in
scapegoat.
trouble.
Yeah, they scapegoated a lot of people. I think Marwin
That
Gonzalez
was
after
what
that never got a job, and come on,
right.
only the Latinos got in trouble. And then when the guy that snitched on everybody, this white kid, I think he was a who
Uh,
was it? He was a reliever, right? He's the one
right,
that
right. Oh, no,
snitched on
yeah,
him. I mean,
he got to come out with articles, and yeah, the guy got to have a media tour.
yeah.
You know. Meanwhile, Beltran is there like every year, like twiddling his
Oh,
thumbs,
I
like
mean, he
counting the
lost
votes,
he lost a
hoping
job
he gets votes.
because of it. No, no, no. He lost the job, the
Oh,
Mets job
lost a
because of
job.
it.
Yep, lost the Mets job, and he's sitting there waiting to get in the Hall of Fame. And
Knowing
he's
full
probably
well that
gonna
he
get in. He's
deserves to
getting
be.
in.
Yeah, yeah, he will. He
Yeah,
will.
he's gonna get
Nah.
in.
All right. So Willie Castro to the Cubs. Do you like that move?
I guess. I mean, it's such a nothing move.
I know, right?
Like you know what it is with Willie Castro. He's useful. He shows flashes of stuff that he's too up and down. Uh, bueno, bienvenido a Team Puerto Rico because there's no way we need. He's gonna be at least a utility guy for team.
Yeah.
He plays like 100 positions and he's got speed. Doesn't particularly field well, but
Anywhere.
yeah, no, he's got some pop. But I don't know. Cubs didn't do anything really. They're actually very mid to me. The Cubs.
They should have done more. Like I think this was the
Yeah,
year to do more.
they lost an opportunity. They have talent there.
They have talent, but they don't have the pitching. And they needed some pitches. They needed
Yeah,
somebody to get
yeah.
moved. I don't know. I don't know who was out there that they could make the moves because the starting pitcher was it's
I
very
feel
hard
like
to
the
come by.
Cubs. I tell you something. I have a theory
Mhm.
on the Cubs, and I want to know your thoughts. Right? I feel like the Cubs, ever since they won that World Series, I feel like they're complacent. Like, I feel like they had that World Series. And then ever since then, it's just be like, all right, we don't got to spend money. We don't. They broke the Cubs the curse of the GOAT, and ever since then, it's like, oh, we're not gonna spend. We're not gonna be as aggressive. We're gonna rebuild for 100 years, and you know,
Yeah.
doesn't it seem that way? They're not like what they were. I feel like the Cubs used to be more high profile.
Yeah.
They're kind
Yeah.
of low profile now. I don't know why.
No, no, no. Welcome to the party, man. I think the Cubs have been low profile for a while. I think
Yeah,
they've been low profile
Cardinals
for a while.
too. Cardinals too.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing is the Cubs are better, but the Cardinals are another team they just I don't know why they just faded into it. They used to be good every year, every
Yeah.
year.
And even if they are, they're just irrelevant.
Yeah, they're
I
not
mean,
what
they
they
shouldn't
used
be.
to. We remember we used they used to be like the Cardinals and the Cubs were marquee franchises. They were,
Rivalry. A
and it's
real
not that low
rivalry.
rivalry. Yeah, because you had stars. You would look. You had Let me think about in recent time. You would have teams with like Derek Lee and Aramis Ramirez and Pujols and Yadi Molina and Wainwright, and you had stars. Like, what are these guys? Who the heck besides Pete Crow Armstrong
Mhm.
between the two teams?
And
What
Cal
stars do
Tucker.
you have really? Cal
Those two.
Tucker, like, yeah, but where are the pitchers? Where it doesn't feel the same though. They Cubs used to be loaded with stars. They don't have that anymore.
I agree. I think they're trending on the right direction. I think that they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
slow
yeah.
this deadline but I think they're trending the right direction. That Shota Managa, one of the best deals ever made in the entire,
Oh yeah,
you know,
wonderful. Yeah.
wonderful deal. But regardless, PCA deal was good, So I'm gonna give them some more time. I'm not saying that they're a World Series or bust this year. No, I'll give
No.
them 3 years until they kind of figure out their pitching. You know, but to
This
your
is the
point,
beginning of their window.
this is the beginning. Yes, I that should be the mindset. This is the beginning of it. All right, a couple moves, not big at all. Rafael Montero to the Tigers, whatever. Jose Caballero to the
Mm.
Yankees. Well, it is what it is. Padres get Nestor Cortez. All right, all right. Miguel
That
Andújar to the Reds. The Reds are becoming like the red Dominican machine. What's going on? So many of them. Gregory Soto to the
uh,
Mets. Wow. And these are like I don't even know, but Brian Hayes. I want to go on a tangent with him real quick.
go ahead, go ahead.
Brian Hayes. I thought that kid was gonna be phenomenal. I thought that kid was going to be
Me too.
Chef's kiss.
Me too. He had everything in the minors. He had that kind of. He was a top prospect.
The bat never came in. He's a diamond
No.
glover. He's a diamond type
Yeah.
of
Oh
glover. I
yeah.
mean, when you steal gold gloves from Arenado and Machado, you top notch.
Yep.
Can't
Yep.
argue with that. And I think that's what Cincinnati was looking for because they have guys that can score runs. But I wonder what happens to Noel Vimalte. I,
I remember him when I saw him from before. I think I've told you this. I don't see it with him. I never saw it. I don't
Noelvi?
see. Yeah, he was supposed to be a prospect, but I always told you like I don't see it. Like what am I missing? Like he doesn't have it. I don't know. Like yeah, he will occasionally run into one, and it's got some pop, but a lot of swing and miss to his game. His approach is all over the place. His
Yeah.
glove is not good. Um,
Yeah.
I think
No.
that
I
tells
got you.
you
I got you.
that
He's
tells
not
you what
there.
they think of him. That tells you what they
Yeah.
think
You
of
know
him.
what? Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right. The only thing that I like about the Reds, honestly, they move on from players really quickly.
Yeah, they don't care. Yep, they do
Jonathan
not
India,
care.
you won rookie of the year. I don't give a shit. Move on.
Goodbye.
Who was another kid that was really good, and they just said, well, they signed Jamie
They sent
Candelario, and they said,
yeah.
all right, released. Bring the other
They
one.
had high hopes for that guy. What's his name? That he's of Puerto Rican descent.
Well, Alexis
Christian
Diaz too.
Encarnacion. Alexis
Uh,
Diaz. Yeah, it's true. They got rid of him.
boom.
Christian Encarnacion Strand. A lot
Strand.
of potential. Boom. Minors. Go
Yeah.
down and figure it out. They sent him to the minors twice this year. Like if he don't hit, he's not gonna play. He's gonna be gone, and he's not gonna have a career. So he better hit. He's got a lot of power, a lot of potential, but he's got to be consistent. If not, he's gonna be in Mexico from now to from a year from now, whatever.
I agree. Now, let's use this as a break before we move on into the power rankings or the standings.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about Citi Field, PR versus DR. You're the one that knows about this. Tell me about it.
So obviously Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, they're gonna have a all-star game with the winter leagues, Lidom, as well as La Liga de Béisbol de Profesional Roberto Clemente. They've had these types of things for years, for decades. They've always had these, right? Where PR, DR will go to each other's islands, travel, do it. This year it's going to be Citi Field. I think it's going to be with the similar promoters that have done events in the past, but with Citi Field now, with Citi Field's people too. It's going to be great, man. Like, so apparently Dominican Republic will all be wearing number 24 in tribute to Robinson Cano and his career. Had a great career. We understand the way it ended, but all in all, as a Dominican player, one of the greatest Dominican players of all time, certainly the best Dominican second baseman of all time. I don't even think that's close. And what should have been a Hall of Fame career, but paying homage to him. And the managers will be former major leaguers Carlos Gomez as well as Carlos Delgado.
I like that. Carlos Delgado is, one of my favorite players.
Yeah. No, of course, man. November 15th at Citi Field, and they should be paying me for promotion.
They should. They should. Seriously. Not just because you're saying it here, of course. On Instagram, it's a wild thing.
Yeah.
It just started. I think it went viral because people were saying that it was too cold. First of all,
right.
Why is it? Why are they doing it on November? Like it's gonna be. And they were like, yo, it's gonna be brick, and then just people started.
Y
I don't
después
know
la
how,
tira,
but
y después la tiraera
después la
entre
tiradera.
Bodega de tiraera. I forget, you know how that goes. And then people are stupid. They say, "Oh, ICE is gonna show up," and people are stupid. Oh, somebody's gonna get beat up or somebody's gonna get stabbed. I'm like, no pa
Come
tanto.
on,
I'm like, it's a
guys.
baseball game. Like, what are we doing? Like, people still believe. Like, people still have that mindset. Like, what are we doing? Like, I can't believe. I hate that. Like, so ignorant. Like, I was just
Yeah,
like, it's a baseball game. Like, what are we doing? Like, everybody wins. Really? Yeah, you want to beat your rival, but to me, everybody wins. If you're at that game and you're taking it in and watching and eating, and everybody
you're gonna
wins, bro.
enjoy it.
Like,
You're gonna enjoy
you're
it.
gonna have fun.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have fun.
Para hacer
Yeah,
chelcha, dominicano y boricua, siendo coro. Like, todo el mundo salimos invictos, brother. Like,
yeah.
come on, let's be real. Like, you know.
All right. Now moving on to the standings. All right, we're gonna start with the AL Central. I mean, with the AL East. Okay,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna give you from bottom to top. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
I'm not going into the records because by the time that this comes out, it might just switch on us. All right.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
So Orioles in last place. Then we got the Tampa Bay Rays. Then the Yankees. Then the Red Sox. And then the Blue Jays. Who's gonna end up winning?
It looks like a Blue Jays year, man.
Really?
It looks like it, you know.
Mhm.
Red Sox have that. Remember my preseason pick was the Red Sox to win the division.
Yeah.
But I did also say that the Blue Jays would finish ahead of the Orioles, and everybody laughed at me when I said it. But I called that. I said the Orioles were going to fall flat this year.
And I said that the
And
Orioles were gonna win it. So that's why I don't bet, guys. That's why you don't bet. Nobody
hey,
should bet.
hey, some of the other ones I've gotten wrong, but anyway, no, I think the Blue Jays will probably pull away with it, but the Red Sox will keep it interesting. Those are the two best teams. Uh, to me, I mean, look, the Yankees are whatever between 5-7 games out, more or less, right?
Yeah.
And Yankees could get hot. I think it's looking like a wild card spot, man. I'm sorry that I'm not being a hater. Red Sox and Blue
The
Jays are
Blue
just
Jays.
playing better. They're just playing better right now.
I agree. I am with you 100%. A I do think that the Yankees have what it takes to win the division. It just takes a lot, it's just gonna take a lot, and I think that Boston is clicking at this point, you know. So
I think the
we'll
Yankees
see.
will get. I think the Yankees can sneak in as a wild card. Like to me, I don't think. I know you're used to winning the division. I get it, but to me, just get to the dance.
Yeah,
Like get to the dance, healthy. Who knows? You got Severino, not Cortez, Rodon. Obviously, cross your fingers. You don't know which version of Rodon you're gonna get.
yep,
Freed. You got your new bullpen, healthy Judge, and just go to war. Cross your fingers. You know,
yeah.
as long as you got Judge, you're gonna have a puncher's chance.
What I liked about the deadline is basically last year, Brian Cashman understood the assignment. He understood that what took him to the World Series was having a good bullpen, right? And
Yeah.
Hill, Mark Leiter Jr., all these guys, right? Devin Williams hasn't worked out. My
No.
humble opinion, he shouldn't
No.
be the closer. They got to get him
No.
out of there. I don't care if it's Doval, if it's by commission, whoever he's filling, but he needs to be out. He
No,
needs
tiene
to
que
get
ser,
out
tiene
of
que
there.
ser Doval. Tiene que ser Doval obligado, yo
Because
creo.
Doval, I don't believe in Bernard either, to be honest, whatever. But they
No.
fits Doval. Like San Francisco, somehow, some way, they fits Doval. He was
Yeah.
good and bad, and
Doval.
now he's great.
Yeah. Go with
So
Doval. You ride the hot hand. Ride the hot
yeah,
hand.
I agree. So I think he has to be the guy. He has something figured out, whatever. Now, AL Central from bottom to top. White
Mm.
Sox, Twins, Royals, Guardians, and Tigers. Who do you got?
Ugh, a whole lot of mid, bro. But you know what? Give the Guardians credit.
Mhm,
They've really come around. Now they didn't do crap for the deadline
mhm.
as far as adding anything significant, but um, give them credit for showing fight. I still think the Tigers are they're gonna be the class of the division. I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Eh, I thought that the Guardians were gonna sell even more. I mean, let's not even get started with the Luis Ortiz and wait. No, no, no. We should talk about that.
Well, we
Sorry,
should. Yeah.
we should talk about it. Okay, real quick. We know by now we have an idea of what happened, right? Okay. What do you think is gonna happen? And do you think that they're banned forever? Is this it?
I From what we know, they say it looks really bad.
Mhm.
I think they're gonna make an example out of them because they're not Shohei Otani. And, and so, I mean, I hate to say it that way. They're not Tucupita Marcano. They're not any of these. That's a name that you have to even look up.
Tucupita
Tucu,
Marcano.
Tucupita
Tucupita.
Marcano, el venezolano. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not these guys. I mean, Emmanuel Clase is the biggest name of that bunch, obviously. All-star closer. It's really unfortunate, though. As a baseball fan, I'm pissed off about the Clase part more than anything. I really enjoyed watching him pitch. I'm mad. Like, I'm legitimately mad. And I put a post talking about this, how Dominican baseball has this issue with reputation because of some of the things that have happened. And people took it the wrong way. They took it like I'm trolling. And I'm
Or
like,
bashing.
I'm bashing. And it's like, no, go back and read it. Like, it's almost like a call to, like, hello, like, something has to change. That's what I'm saying. It's a call to change. It's not, I never put it with the intent to say, like, and people ate me alive except for some Dominicans who got it. They were like, oh, thank you for putting that. That's true. We need to snap out of it. You guys have been too great. You guys have been too successful, too much talent to let this bullshit be your reputation. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like, and I think this puts a cloud again. Like, that's how, I don't know. Am I making sense to you? Like,
I no. You are. You are. Man, it's
it
hard. It's hard.
sucks.
Okay, so here is my 2 cents on the whole thing. Starting with Clase, because Luis Ortiz, no one cares what happens to him.
Yeah,
It
right. No,
is what
yeah,
it is,
let's be
right?
honest. Yeah, yeah.
Emmanuel Clase, I don't think he's coming back ever again because he's playing with money that he has no idea.
Right, right.
Remember, and people have to understand this: money for the MLB, for NBA, for all of this stuff. Remember, every year is slowing down. The money's slowing down from TV. And where are they getting this money from now? Okay, now they got to get it from these betting sites,
Gaming, yep.
gaming and this prop bets and giving their authorization to these guys. So this is where they are getting the money. So if you fuck up with the money, or if you fuck with the money, they're gonna get you out because the last thing that you want is to have, I don't want to call out botching or something like that, but just a sport
No, I know what you
that
mean. Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't
The
yeah, that
integrity,
you
the
don't the
integrity.
integrity, both sides. Because
Right, right,
if
right.
if the MLB doesn't believe in it, the fan doesn't believe in it, so they don't even want to bet on it because they think that it fits. You feel
Correct.
me?
Yes. Yeah, you're
So
right. You're right.
on both ways, I mean, it's wrong. So they want to get those apples out quickly and fast.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly and fast. Maybe, and from what I've heard is that they haven't. Manuel Clase, they are saying that he might not. What is it called? Like, it's not the same Luis Ortiz thing, right? They
Mm-hmm.
haven't been able to say like for certain that that's what it was, but somehow, some way, he's connected.
Like
You know,
like you're saying, like they're not sure if it was directly involved, like a direct
directly
involvement, like
involved,
maybe like a
like
third party involved.
throwing not only like throwing the pitches like Luis Ortiz was doing it. Like
Got you.
they're
Got
not
you.
for sure if that's what he was doing. If they know he's involved, they just don't know how much, or at least
To
they're
what
not telling
extent?
us to what extent.
Yeah.
At least they're not telling us, and that's fine. And to be
I
honest, I
hope.
do trust. I do trust
I
on
hope
the
not.
FBI.
I hope not, man. Like, I hope. I mean, obviously it doesn't look good, but
Mhm.
I loved watching that guy pitch, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that guy was amazing to watch. Like, I understand he had a rough moment in the postseason, but
Mhm.
people think like the guy was like a video game last year. Like, I know this year he wasn't, having a good year. I mean, God knows what if he was maybe distracted with all. Maybe he knew what was coming. It makes
I
you
mean,
think.
bro, the first thing that happened, maybe, but the first thing that they tell you when you're coming up is, throw strikes. I mean, first pitch strike. That's the
Right?
first
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
first
Yeah.
pitch strike. And if you can't do that, you can't be an MLB player.
Nope. And he's never been.
And
And the crazy thing is, he's a guy who throws first pitch strikes.
yeah,
That's what
forever.
makes it weird, right?
Yeah.
That's what he does. Like that, his control. When I think of him through his career, I think of a guy who's controlled, has control, pinpoint control.
Pinpoint
That's
control,
his game.
and also that he makes you ground a lot. He's a
Yeah,
ground ball hitter.
right.
He's not a
Right,
strikeout
right.
guy.
No, he's not a strikeout guy.
Surprisingly,
That's
which that surprises me.
that's more like the Aroldis Chapman,
Mhm.
the Edwin Diaz type. That's more of a swing it. They're gonna miss bats
Swing and
more.
miss. Mhm.
He's gonna make you break your bat. He'll strike you out too if he needs to. But hopefully, we'll see. It doesn't look good.
It doesn't.